It's the Toker Top Tuesday motherfucking podcast. Hey, we bet motherfuckers. Hey, cause Tuesday motherfuckers. Hey. I should have said Tuesday. Hey, cause that would have sounded a lot better and would have rhymed actually. But it's the Toker Talk Tuesday motherfucking podcast. You sons of bitches. What up? How y'all been? Cause I've been fucking fantastic. I've been a lot fucking better. Thank you for asking, people. Today is actually my first fucking day of actual freedom from Big Bad Home Depot. I quit. Today's my first day I quit. What's kind of funny is that last week I was checking and I was still on schedule for this week, next week, and the following week. I don't know if my manager didn't tell him. I don't know if he, just didn't happen to see the store manager or whatever. I don't know if I was supposed to notify him. But as far as I was concerned, what they had told me is that you just have to tell your manager, you have to give your manager a 2 weeks notice. So that's what I did. I gave him a 2 weeks notice. And like I told y'all, I think I broke his little heart. Poor Mr. Should I give him a shout out? Yeah, because nobody fucking listens to this. Poor Mr. Fred, Now he's just there working with a bunch of people that don't really want to work. And I don't know how he's gonna manage. Like, he's already really old. Well, he's not really old, but he's too old to be doing the shit that he's still doing at that age. But they don't give nobody to fucking help him. They had me and maybe two other guys that were actually there busting ass, and that was it. It was like a team of 6, and only like 2 out of 6. That's about 20%. I think. I don't feel like doing the math. That's about like 20% efficiency in your crew. And, if I was there, if I was the little store manager there at Home Depot, I would have gotten rid of them. But they don't take care of people who actually do want to bust ass, and they don't give them any incentive to keep, busting ass. So what happens is that people that are there busting ass eventually, taper off, and they don't fucking work to their full potential because they don't feel rewarded, which is kind of fucked up. That's why I like the way Publix does it, because Publix has like the little incentivized thing to where if you pull over your percentage that you're supposed to meet, then you get extra. You get whatever percentage that you pulled added onto your check, which is fucking dope because it incentivizes people to really work hard. And the people that work harder than the other people end up making more. So you get paid for the work that you're actually doing, as opposed to Home Depot, to where they all just basically get the same amount. And some people could just sit there and walk around and not do shit. And other people are there busting ass and, are getting paid the exact same amount. Like, why should that person keep continuing to work hard? I mean, I guess it's a personal choice, because there are some people that are just wired like that. Because even though the other people weren't, working as hard, I was still there busting ass. Which, to me personally, for me, fucking Bill Burr, jackass, got that shit stuck in my head. Every time I say for me or anything that involves me, I say for me, because he's got that shit stuck in my head, and it always comes up in his voice too. It's not even in mine, it's in his freaking little for me. Anyways, yeah, I used to be the type that would, bust ass, and that was just because personally it would make time go by faster. And other people, I guess, didn't see it like that, and they just didn't, really want to work, but they still ended up getting the same amount of hours, to which, equated to basically the same amount in the check on payday. But I don't know. I think that's a good system, is what Publix has. But yeah, today's my first fucking day of freedom. I don't know how I've deviated from that. Today's my first fucking day of freedom from Home Depot. I was still on schedule. I haven't checked it today to see if I'm still on schedule, because I don't care. I'm already done. And yeah, it was a pretty cool fucking day. I sold me a little fucking camera. I made me some profit off of that bitch. I was like, oh shit. Literally, I posted it, and 9 minutes later, after I posted that bitch, I was watching a video, I put my phone down, went to go do something, came back to change the video that I was watching, and it told me that my item had sold. I was like, oh hell yeah, in 9 fucking minutes. That was quick fucking money. I should have posted that shit last night, but I wanted to be nice. That's what I get for trying to be nice and hook people up. I ended up having to fucking wait. I should have posted that bitch for more. How fucking quick that shit went. I was like, I know I could have fucking sold that bitch for more. I could have at least, made an extra $20 off of it on how quick that guy fucking bought it. But oh well, you live and you learn. Next time, whatever I get, I'll probably end up posting it for a little bit more. Or maybe it was good like that. That way, I could continue to get my money back and keep investing in it. Keep getting new shit. Keep getting a selling record on eBay. That way they could give me my money quicker, because they keep bullshitting with my money. It takes like fucking 5 or 6 days for them to actually process the little thing after they get the freaking package. I'm like, yo, man, like, how long do you need to verify if whatever I sent to them is actually whatever got sent? But I don't know. I guess it's better for both the consumer and the seller. That way, you don't get screwed. But eBay takes its cut, and then PayPal takes its cut, obviously. But, like I said, you live and you learn. You continue to work at it, and then that's how you get better at shit. And that's what I'm trying to do. So, that's where I'm at right now. That's going to be my fucking phrase. If I ever write a book, that's where I'm going to fucking title it. I'm going to write a book like Charlemagne and like Kevin Hart, and it's going to be titled, That's Where I'm At Right Now. It's going to be my catchphrase eventually. That's where I'm at right now. Should I say it in a funny voice? That's where I'm at right now. No. That sounds fucking weird. That sounds creepy almost. Like, could you imagine if you heard that shit while you're sleeping at 4 o'clock in the morning? You just hear it like right next to your ear. That's where I'm at right now. And then you're like, you get scared because you don't know where the fuck the voice came from. And it sounded like a fucking little child. But like a little child with an old soul, I don't know. So yeah, man. So far, I'm off to a fucking good start. Hopefully shit continues this road, because if it doesn't, then I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be really, really upset. And I don't want to be upset, because you know what happens whenever I'm upset? I become an asshole. I get hangry. But it's not just whenever I'm hungry, it's all the time. I just become a Scrooge. I can't believe that that's actually a fucking term that people use to describe people. Oh, he's being a Scrooge. You think that they're going to use that with Trump? There you go again with fucking Trump. You think that they're going to use that with Trump? Like, he's being a Trump, a couple years after this shit all happens or blows over or whatever. You think that's going to be a term? Oh, he just got trumped. Or he's being a Trump. I didn't even use my own fucking logic correctly. You know what? I'm gonna punch my fucking interface in the face, because it's being a little bitch right now. The little headphone jack is being a little bitch, and it won't let me hear properly. So I'm just rambling on, trying to fix this shit, and trying not to have any silent moments. And whenever I actually start talking about a subject again is whenever I fix it. So, yay, I'm done. I am on some indica. I'm assuming it's indica because it's purple, and purple just, I don't know, it reminds me of sleep for some reason. Makes you like tired. I guess like lavender, because you know how lavender like is purple, and whenever you smell lavender you just feel comfortable, and whenever you're comfortable you want to go to sleep. Maybe that's why I associate it like that. I don't know, but I assume it's indica. It's not really making me sleepy. It tastes good, but it's purple. Wink, wink. I don't think that needs any type of secret code, because everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Even though nobody's listening, everyone knows what I'm talking about though. So, I watched All Eyez on Me. Living life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player, cause even when I'm high, all eyes on me. I wanna go watch that movie today. And seeing the guy who played Tupac that much they had moments in the film where they recreate like the photos that Tupac has actually taken, and you could clearly tell the difference because the guy who played Tupac has like fatter cheeks. He has like little chipmunk cheeks. He kind of looks like Kiko from Chavo del Ocho, to where it looks like he's got cotton balls in his mouth. Kind of looks like that, but Tupac. And they had him recreate some of the photo shoots that he actually did. And for me, I don't know why. For me, it bothered me because some of the angles weren't right. And I know that's not what I'm supposed to be focusing on during the whole fucking movie, but I couldn't fucking help it. Because I seen the picture of him on the All Eyez on Me cover, and he's looking a little too much towards the camera. So that bothered me a little bit. And then another photo. Where was he at? Where was he? I don't remember the other photo that I seen, but you could tell like the angle was just a little bit off. I'm like, you guys have Google, right? Like, how are you not able to look it up really quickly and make sure that the angle is right? Like, no, that's not right. Turn your head a little bit. Do little side-by-side comparisons. Because, I mean, if it's going to be the other guy, all right, fine. But don't make it so obvious that it's the other guy by completely switching the angle of the actual photo. Or do you think that was a copyright issue? What if that would have been their little loophole on how to get around the copyright laws? It's like, it's not the exact same photo, so we don't have to pay any royalties to the people who own these images because his head's tilted a little bit to the left. So therefore, it's a completely different photo of a guy who kind of looks like Tupac in a similar scenario, but his head's a little bit to the left. So y'all can't sue us. To the left. Fucking Beyonce popped up in there. I don't know if y'all watched the movie. Beyonce was in there. It was her whenever she was a little girl and she met Tupac. I'm just kidding. Beyonce wasn't in there. But that one black chick from The Walking Dead was... I didn't recognize her because I don't watch The Walking Dead that much. But my uncle and my aunt had, pointed it out. They're like, oh, that's that ninja lady from The Walking Dead. And I was like, oh, she kind of looked familiar, but I was like, she also really looked like Afeni Shakur. It was a good movie, by the way. Like, if you like Tupac, it was a pretty good movie. It was kind of, I don't know, even though it was like a 2.5 hour long movie, it still seemed really condensed for some reason, which kind of makes sense because it's a whole life. So obviously you're only going to be able to touch on certain subjects. Like, you can't, it's kind of hard to bundle up 25 years into 2.5 hours. So they did a good job on touching on, a lot of important subjects. But I don't know why. Maybe it was such a good movie that I shouldn't talk it up this much, because then if somebody watches it and they're like, that was a horrible movie, and it was because I built it up too much and they got disappointed. It was a pretty good movie though. All Eyez on Me by Tupac. Whoever made that was good. It was a good storyline. It kept you captivated throughout the whole movie. There were like no dual parts. And what I liked about it was that it explained a lot of the music. It had a lot of context into the songs. Like Brenda's Got a Baby, it showed why he did that song. It showed why he did the Hit 'Em Up. It showed why he did the Blacker the Berry, and which are all stories that I already knew because I followed Tupac for a couple years, like really heavy. Whenever I get into something, I get really into something, like my music, like lowriders, like graphic design. Whenever I'm into something, I get really deep, like freakishly obsessive with it almost. But I think that might be a good thing, I hope. Right? Or is that just, a a quick way to personal destruction. Wow, that got bleak. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, the All Eyez on Me movie. It was good. Y'all should watch it. I really liked it, but those were my biggest complaints with it. Was his head was a little bit too much towards the camera. That and really that's it. I really can't think of anything else that kind of made me be like, well, that was kind of stupid or pointless. But everything else kind of made sense with all that. I like the way they brought it to life. It was a good movie. Oh, I do have another complaint. I just remembered. Snoop Dogg. Why can't they find somebody that looks somewhat like Snoop Dogg? The guy that they hired to play Snoop looked like the guy that they hired to play Shock G, but in blackface. It looked like they put that guy in blackface and were like, all right, well, now you're going to be Snoop too. We ran out of the budget, so we can't afford another actor to play Snoop. How good is your Snoop impression? The Snoop impression, the voice, that's the only reason that they cast him. The voice was basically dead on. Like, that shit was a perfect Snoop. It almost sounded like they overdubbed it with the actual Snoop voice, but just put that guy in there. What if they did? That shit would be hilarious. They're like, okay, you're just gonna lip sync the role. We have the actual Snoop narrating, but you're just gonna lip sync it because we need somebody to play. And they actually did get that Shock G guy and just put him in blackface. That would have been fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have to get the outtakes on that, or not the outtakes, the behind the scene footage. Make sure that they're different actors, cause it really looked like the guy who played Shock G from Digital Underground. But yeah, man, it was crazy. I wonder if it really did go down like that. If it was some guy that, some people that got mad at him. Who knows? But wouldn't they have solved the murder by now if that's really how it went down? Like, don't you think that they would have gotten all the guys that were connected to the, spoiler alert, to the guy that, Tupac pissed off? You don't think that they interrogate them? Or do you think they're really, no snitching campaign? They're really about that? Who knows? It's crazy though. 20 years still being unsolved. I would haunt somebody if my murder case went unsolved for 20 years. I would haunt people, the people that were around me. No, because, well, it depends if it was their fault. Like, if I got set up, then yeah, I would haunt the people that, set me up. Or the person that was investigating it. Like, why aren't you following up? Why aren't you following up? And then wakes up, And then he's all sweaty. And he's all drenched because I peed on him. Because I'm a ghost and I like to pee on people. But no, 20 fucking years, man. And still, like, nothing. I think it's because they don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I don't think that they want to know. I don't think that they care to know. I think they're kind of happy that Tupac got shot. The people, like, because law enforcement didn't really like him. The government didn't really like him. So they're like, why does it matter who shot him? He was getting on our nerves. So fuck it, We'll just let this guy go free for doing a job for us. I don't think that they hired the guy, but I do think that, they don't care enough to find him. That's my personal belief. No reason, just I feel like it. I feel like that would kind of make sense. I was only alive for 2 years whenever he died. Because I think he died in 95, right? 95, 96. It didn't have a date on there, on the movie. I would remember that. Let me look it up real quick. Tupac died year. That's the fourth most. 1996. I was 3 years and 1 month. No, not even a month. Almost a month. 3 years and almost a month. Whenever Tupac got shot. That sucks. And I'm a really big fan of his too. He's really dope. I like the way he spoke. He was smart, you could tell. I personally like Tupac better than Biggie. I just feel like Tupac had better music. I do believe that Biggie was a better rapper, like lyricist wise, but to me, Tupac made, more sonically pleasing music. It was just easier on the ears. He had better hooks. He had, better sounds, better beats overall. But Tupac did have a longer catalog compared to Biggie, because Biggie really only had two albums, right? 2 albums, I think. I don't remember. I don't follow Biggie that much. I'm not gonna lie. I like him, but I don't really follow him that much. Like I said, I'm more of a Tupac fan. And it's not like you can't like both, because obviously they're still not beefing, RIP. But, I just feel like Tupac is more my style, more my personal taste, That's not gay, right? Until it wasn't until I said it. But yeah. Anyways, man, it's getting fucking hot in here. I don't know if it's just because it's summer in Texas. I don't know if it's because I didn't have the AC on all day in here, and it just basically broiled everything to where it kept it like a little fucking those food warmers that they have at restaurants, to where they keep the pre-made patties and bacon strips and chicken and stuff ready for you. That way whenever you order it, they just put it on the bun and just give it to you. It's like, here's your 4-hour meat, 4-hour long, whatever. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm too high to be trying to fucking make jokes. But yeah, man, that's what it feels like in here. It's fucking hot, and I want to turn on the AC, but y'all can hear it because I'm literally right next to it, so y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me speak if I turn it on. And there was an and to this, but I don't remember it. What was the and? But one reason's good enough to not fucking turn it off. Oh yeah, and if I turn it on, it's still gonna take a fucking long while for it to cool down the whole fucking little garage, even though it's night. Maybe you have to clean the filter. It told me something about cleaning the filter every 3 months, and it's really dusty back here, so it probably needed to be cleaned 2 months ago. I've been using it pretty heavy. That could be a factor. I don't know. I keep saying I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna clean it tomorrow. Nah, fuck. It's really hot. I need to clean it tomorrow. I didn't clean it again. Fuck. Alright, you know what? I'm definitely gonna clean it tomorrow. And then something always fucking pops up. Life is a bitch. But it is, man. Gotta make the most of it, though. Because that's the only way you're gonna be fucking happy. Right? Right. But man, I'm about to take off my shirt. I'm gonna do this podcast a la Bert Kreischer and just fucking do it shirtless. Y'all can't see me anyway. It's not like I'm recording this and putting videos up on YouTube, which one day hopefully I eventually will. I just need to buy a camera. Actually, I told y'all, right? Yeah, I saw the camera. That one had really good video on it, but I need to get myself through these last couple of months first before I start investing any more money. Right now I have enough to where I can invest in my music, and I got basically everything I need for it to be easy to record, except I do need to buy a little monitor, like the little computer monitors, and I need to put it right there on the window to where my little, if y'all go like on my Instagram at official_row RHO, I have pictures of my little booth that I made here in the garage, which is where I record this podcast. Well, not in the booth, but in the little garage where the booth is located. You can see where I have the window there, and I'm gonna put a little monitor there. That way I could keep the computer over here where my desk is, next to where my studio speaker monitors are. Why do they keep calling them monitors? Like, shouldn't there be a fucking different name for each one? Like a speaker and a little computer screen? But no, they're like, you know what, this one's a monitor? What is that one? Let's just call it a monitor too. Yeah, but it's a speaker. I mean, it's still monitor stuff. I don't know, man. I don't feel like naming another thing anymore. I'm tired. I just want to go home. Okay, well, just name this last one. What's this? What does he do? He surveils the premises. Alright. Let's just call him a monitor. But yeah. I still need to buy the computer screen. I still need to buy me a little stand to put the computer screen on, because as far as I'm concerned, they haven't made any levitating computer screens. So I need to buy something to put it on there. That way I can see it through the little window that I put there. And what's the next step after that? I need to I want to put a couch back here. I don't know if I told y'all this, but I want to put a little couch back here. That way if I need to, I could sleep back here. Cause sometimes I'll be working till like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. And I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like making the walk to my bed. I just want to, kind of go to sleep here. But I can't, because there's nothing comfortable here. The most comfortable piece of furniture that I have in my little studio / office as of right now is my office chair. And you can hear that bitch every time I move. Which kind of gives you a little preview, I guess, of how comfortable this office chair might be. This rickety ass office chair. But after I get the couch, what else do I need? Insulation. I think I'm gonna have to put a little bit more insulation on this bitch, because like I said, it gets fucking hot. And I still haven't even gone through peak summer times yet. So I can only imagine how hot it's gonna fucking get here in this fucking garage. So I might have to buy some more little of those little foam insulation boards that they just got. Just buy some tape and hope that shit don't fall on me. I mean, they're not heavy. It's not like it's gonna knock me out, even if it does. But it still would be inconvenient for me. Like if I'm here mixing something and all of a sudden the fucking little white board just comes and just do. I don't know if you could hear it, because I tried to slap my hand and I thought I was gonna make a sound, but it didn't. So then I ended up making the sound with my mouth. But yeah, it's just gonna hit me on top of the head, and that'd be kind of inconvenient while I'm trying to mix something. Yo, man, it's getting fucking hot. I'm feeling my shirt getting stuck to my fucking to my torso. It's not good. Fucking need to lose more weight, you fat son, bitch. Fucking just sitting down in the office chair and you're sweating, you fat pig. That's how I talk to myself to motivate myself to get to working out. I started playing basketball again. And the first time I played basketball, because I haven't played in like 2 years. Yeah, in about 2 years I haven't fucking played basketball. So the first time I played was last Thursday, Thursday or Wednesday. I think it might have been Thursday. I can't even fucking talk anymore. I think it might have been Thursday, to when I got my basketball little court here all cleaned up and shit again, to where I could, actually play. I couldn't shoot for shit. I was shooting over, like way over. I was shooting way under. I was shooting like way off to the side. Like I took almost 50 shots and none of them even hit the backboard. I was fucking terrible. Well, that's obviously a bit of over exaggeration, but that's, y'all get the point though. I was fucking terrible. The ball kept getting away from me. I was trying to dribble and go through my legs the way I used to, and I'd end up dribbling it like off of my shoe, and it run away from me. And what was worse was that the first time that I played in 2 years, there was a little crowd behind me, basically not really watching me, but they were out there because we have some neighbors here in the back, and they're all out there with their kids and shit, and they're all being Mexican and playing soccer and stuff, and they're right there basically watching me suck terribly at this sport. And I was like, man, this isn't a good look. Just give me one more fucking week, man. Give me one more week. I'm going to keep practicing, and then I'm going to show you that I'm actually not a terrible basketball player. And lo and behold, the next day, I was actually pretty decent. And I was like, all right, I'm getting kind of the hang of it again. And, of course, nobody was out there. So I was like, fuck. Watch, the next time that I play, I'm going to be terrible again. That's how it always works out, right? It's like, look, man. Oh, man, it's not fucking working. Hold on. Like, whenever you're trying to show somebody a YouTube video, it's like, look. And then you got the little circle just going around and round and round on your screen. And you're like, hold on. And then you go, and then you exit out of the video, and then you open YouTube back up, and then you click on the video, and you're like, all right, look. And then you show them, and then an ad pops up, and you're like, god damn it, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this is what I wanted to show you. Look, watch. And then you finally get to show it to them. That's how life is. Like, whenever you want to show somebody something, whenever you want something to work, it's not going to. It's going to be like, you know what, fuck that. I'm going to play an ad. And then you're going to have to wait 5 seconds. And then life is going to continue to go the way you wanted it to. But that's a pretty good fucking metaphor. I'm proud of myself. I don't care. I didn't write none of that shit down. I am proud of that little metaphor. And of course, there's going to be some type of rat, bat, squirrel, or whatever the fuck it is, trying to make its way into my garage, trying to eat my fucking brains out. Just kidding. Because that happened twice already tonight. I don't know what it was. It sounded like some freaking eagle, some pterodactyl just hit the roof, just poof. And I told y'all that it's metal, so it basically echoes twice, what the actual sound might have originally been. So it sounded really hard in here. It could have just been like an acorn or something that fell. But it sounded heavy, like some big old rat. I was like, ugh. I thought it was going to come inside and give me rabies. I think that's what I'm scared of the most with like rats. Like, what if they bite me and I get an infection and then I die because I got rat infection on my shin? That'd be a terrible way to die. I don't want that to be in the newspaper. I don't want aspiring artist while doing the podcast got bit by a rat and died from shin disease or something. Shin infection. I don't know. Some type of fucking medical term. That'd be a horrible legacy to leave behind. That's I don't want to die stupid. That would suck. Like those people that you hear, like they're reaching over their car, in their car to get their phone or something that fell, like a ketchup packet or something, and then they end up swerving and they crash. Like, that's a pretty fucking dumb way to die. It's like, did you really need the ketchup? Like, you couldn't have waited until you got home to eat your burger, you fat ass. You had to kill yourself and damage some state property just because you couldn't wait to put fucking ketchup on your burger and or fries. That's just a pretty dumb way to die. Or like those, who else? Like those fucking parkour people that are on the top of buildings and stuff like that. Like, you're just asking to fucking fall off of a building and become jello at the bottom. Just become like one of those grunge paintings. It's gonna be called Dumbass. You could put it in a modern art museum. That'd be terrible. Like, could you imagine if that was like a art piece at some type of modern art museum? It's just like a fake dummy, but it's splattered everywhere, and he's wearing parkour gear because he wanted to be cool and hang off of the fucking side of the Sears Tower with just his fingertips. That'd be kind of fucked up, but it's kind of funny. But it's true though, like, you're just asking for that. That's a dumb way to fucking die. It's like, oh, how did Blake die? Oh, well, he was hanging off of the fucking Sears Tower by his knees, and, you know, he got a cramp, and he just fell all the way to the bottom, and just, it looked like a water balloon from way up here. It was terrible. Like a human water balloon. I wouldn't want that. Or like somebody who dies by a dumb animal, like an anteater or something like that. Has anybody ever died by an anteater? Because that would be, I think that would be worse than splatting on the ground. like how did Kyle die? Oh, he got attacked by an anteater. He was over there burning some ants with a magnifying glass, and he didn't see the anteater getting angry that he was burning his food, so the anteater just came behind him and hit him with his little snorkel, and it knocked him out, and then it ate him. Who knew that anteaters ate humans? You know, you don't get that inference by just listening to the name, but I guess they do eat humans. But yeah, that'd be a terrible way to die, just dying dumb. Like, everybody's ashamed at your funeral. Everybody's like got their head in their palm. Like, jeez. Like, they're sad, but they're still ashamed because you died in such a dumb way. That'd just be a bad funeral. Be a bad memory. Because that's all you would be known for all of however many generations you're remembered by. Or what if you live infamously because you put it on the internet like some of these people do? Have you ever seen those videos to where people fall off the sides of mountains and stuff? They're like hanging on the rocks, and then something happens and they just like, oh shit, and then they're like, oh, like the whole crew goes over there to see him hit the fucking bottom edge. I wonder if that's a human instinct to watch the worst shit possible. Cause like accidents and stuff, whenever you see people get into accidents on the highways, everybody and their fucking mama decides to slow down and turn and break their fucking necks looking at this accident that has nothing to do with them, me included. But is that human fucking instinct? Everybody sits there and looks at these fucking accidents, and I wonder if that's, in our DNA. Are we drawn to horrific shit? Is that why Trump's president? Oh, my ear's getting itchy. These fucking Beat headphones, man. I'm so upset with Beats. How are you guys gonna charge $400 for a fucking headset and can't even have the fucking ear pads last over 2 years? Like, that's not even worth the money if you do it fucking out of. That means that you paid $200 per year that equipment is going to be good for. Right? That makes sense? Yeah. So basically you're paying like $200 for 1 good year of your usage and $200 for another year of that usage. Another year of that usage. Did that make sense? Anyways, y'all get what the fuck I'm saying. Fuck you, Beats. And these aren't the ones that say buy Dr. Dre, so I can't even get mad at Dr. Dre anymore because Apple owns them. And I should have known because I don't like Apple. Apple kind of sucks. Apple is fucking overrated as shit. There, I said it. I don't like Apple. Everybody's like, oh, Apple's the fucking greatest. Apple's amazing. It's got... Sorry, I had a burp. That's how much fucking indigestion just talking good about Apple gave me. Because I know I'm full of shit and it made me burp. Anyways, everybody's always like, oh, the fucking interface is so intuitive and it's such a sleek design. I'm like, it's not... First of all, it's not really a sleek design. It's incredibly simple. That's not sleek. Or maybe it is. I haven't looked up the definition of sleek. But to me, for me, that's not the fucking definition. I also don't like the way it works, which is the interface is what people always like, oh, it's so intuitive. How? How is it intuitive? Intuitive means that it learns and it grows as, it progresses. That's not what happens with Apple. You keep getting a fucking update and you keep getting the same shit, but what happens is that they keep taking colors out of the fucking apps, and that's all that changes. Nothing else really gets better with their interface. Their UI is not intuitive, and it's really dumb. And then they sell you computers and shit with half of the fucking computing power as other computers for 3 times the fucking cost. And the iPhone is a really stupid phone. I fucking said it. It's a dumb phone. I used to use an iPhone for work for 2 years. Fucking sucked. One of the worst phones I've ever owned, and I will never own one again. Me personally, for me, LG is the better fucking phone brand because they're actually intuitive. Yeah, sometimes they get it fucked up. They do some dumb shit. It's like, why did you fucking do this? You had a way better version of the way that this worked before. And now with this update, y'all can't see me, but I did air quotes. Update. Whenever I speak like that, that's going to be my air quotes voice. Update. Whenever they do that, they take out some good shit and then they replace it with some horrible shit. It's like, why? This was supposed to be better than the last thing that you put out, and you made it worse. It's kind of like Apple with their iPhone, but the iPhone already wasn't that great to begin with. I hate to break it to everybody, all them little iPhone lovers, all them people that ride iPhone's dick so fucking hard. It's not a good phone. And if you actually use your phone a little bit more, than the just checking your messages and taking selfies, you would understand that that phone is not that good because it doesn't give you that much control over said phone. LG, like Android, on the other hand, they give you a whole bunch of control over your phone. But I don't know, man. I mean, R.I.P. Steve Jobs or whatever. But no, I'm just kidding. I don't like talking about the dead people like that. That just seems kind of disrespectful. But it's true though. iPhone isn't that great. The iMacs or whatever they're fucking called. Is that what they're called? iComputer, fucking iDesktop. I don't know. They just add I in front of whatever the fucking product is, and they're like, oh, it's a new fucking concept that we've never explored before. Earphones and shit. Chihuahua. That's actually a meat market here in Houston. But yeah, man. I just personally like LG a little bit better. They have better computing speeds. They have better processors. The user interface is actually fucking smart. Like they cut down on the steps that you need to do stuff, if that makes any sense. Like you don't have to hit your home button twice to get your task window up. You hit one button once and it brings up your task. You could do this thing to where you hit pin and then you can put clear all, and then it'll take off all your tasks that you don't want except that one that you pinned, which is pretty fucking cool because it comes in handy. And it has other stuff too, like a little I currently have the LG V20, which has the little taskbar up top, which is kind of like the taskbar on a laptop or on a computer, the one that you have on the bottom that has apps that you want to access quickly. It has that like on the very top of the actual phone, which to me was actually really cool, which is actually what interested me in the first place. I was like, that's fucking brilliant. And you don't have to have the actual screen turned on to access those apps and settings and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. That's what drew me to it. And then whenever I got there to actually get the phone, she pulled it out of the box. I'm like, that's a big ass fucking phone, because I didn't do any research on the fucking screen size, and I just assumed, which is what I get for assuming, I assumed it was just gonna be a regular size phone, and I was wrong. It's basically like a fucking S8 Plus, the Galaxy S8 Plus, but it's called the V20. And I really like the LG cameras too. They have some really cool cameras. They have the wide angle lens that comes with it for the front and the back, which is fucking dope. And they used to have the panorama pictures, but I don't know what happened to that. I guess they stopped it because not that many people used it. But that's just my personal choice. I like the LG V20 a lot better than I do any eye product. Even iRobot, because I didn't even watch that movie. It just didn't draw my attention. Just like the iPhone and the iMacs. Ooh, burn. Just kidding. When was the last time you heard burn? Like 2002, 2003? Burn. I remember where I'm from, they used to always say, scarred booty cheeks. Instead of saying like, oh, he's getting roasted or something. It's scarred booty cheeks. I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna put that in a song one day. That's gonna be the hook. Scarred booty cheeks. Scarred booty cheeks. Scarred booty cheeks. Scarred booty cheeks. It's gonna be featuring 2 Chainz. That's how it's gonna go down on my next album. I'm gonna have 2 Chainz on a song called Scarred Booty Cheeks. It's gonna be featuring Young Jeezy. Oh man, that'd be funny. Could you imagine if I actually did just to make a fucking joke and it becomes a hit? That'd be fucking hilarious. I mean, fucking Lil Yachty's whole career is basically a joke. I'm just kidding. But it kind of is. Like that song he's got, it's cold like Minnesota, it's cold like Minnesota. I want to know the guy who was in the studio that day with him that told him, you know what this song needs? It needs you to say that chorus in falsetto. Like, who decided that, you know, because I've heard Lil Yachty speak. He talks like a normal kid, well, somewhat like a normal kid. He has a regular man's voice, basically is what I'm saying. But on that song, it's cold like Minnesota, it's cold like Minnesota. Like, could you imagine him there in the fucking studio with the microphone? They got the fucking engineer there. He's about to say, all right, Yachty, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. All right, let's go. Drops the beat, doom, doom, or however the fuck the beat goes, because I never really paid attention to it that much. But he starts the beat, just doom, doom, doom. And Lil Yachty's in there fucking with his headphones. He's got his right hand on his right ear, and he's over there bobbing his head, shaking his red fucking dreads, listening to the beat. And as soon as that fucking chorus bass drops in, it's cold like Minnesota. It's cold like Minnesota. And it'd be even funnier if you're there in the booth with him, but whenever you record, like only the person that is actually recording who has the headphones on can hear what's playing, like the beat and stuff. So it'd be even funnier if you're in the booth with Lil Yachty while he has the headphones on. You don't hear any of the fucking instrumental, and you're there just watching him sing into this microphone. It's cold like Minnesota. It's cold like Minnesota. Dude, I would give like $20 to see that. It's cold like Minnesota. It's cold like Minnesota. I don't know, man. I think that would be fucking hilarious. Like, was it the engineer that told him to go into falsetto? Did he decide that on his own? Was he like in his room writing down the lyrics? It's cold like Minnesota. It's cold. Nah, man, that's not catchy. How can I say this to where it sounds catchy? It's cold like Minnesota. No, that sounds the same. It's cold like... No. What if I change my voice up a bit? It's cold like Minnesota. No, that sounds too evil. It's cold like Minnesota. Yep, that's it right there. It's cold like Minnesota. It's cold like Minnesota. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. But I mean, the rock people do that shit too. Like, who's that guy? Fucking, guy from Guns N' Roses. Fuck, I forgot his name. Something Rose. Ted Rose? No. The fuck's the guy's name from Guns N' Roses? Let me look this shit up, because it's gonna bother me, because I know his name. And I always fucking forget. Axl Rose? Guns N' Roses lead singer. Yeah, Axl Rose. I was right. That just seems like just too random, though, for it to be right. Axl Rose. It sounds like just two random objects. Like, is that his real name? Is it really Axl Rose? Do you just happen to get named after two completely unassociated objects? Anyways, he does a weird ass voice too. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't talk like that. Could you imagine if he did? Like, if you're... Because he does that weird voice, like, in all of his songs. I don't need no civil war. It feeds the rich while it buries the poor. And that other song, welcome to the jungle. Like, could you imagine him at fucking McDonald's? Let me get a Big Mac with some small fries. Let me get a Diet Coke and a Crunch Wrap on the side. Oh, man. That'd be terrible, going to a fancy restaurant with him. How's your Chardonnay? What's your evening special? That'd be fucking terrible. That'd be scary. And that's a very, very weak impression of Axl Rose. But y'all get what I'm saying. That would be kind of fucking ridiculous to go with that man anywhere. At the post office. How much is to ship this? Like, is that a publicity thing? Is that... Because Axl Rose actually sounds good with his music. Lil Yachty just sounds goofy. It's cold like Minnesota. It's cold like Minnesota. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to do that in one of my songs now, because there's a lot of people who make weird voices whenever they're making music that are successful. Like Kendrick Lamar has his weird fucking voices too. Like, fuck, was that one that he just came out on? Lust, I think it is. It's like, let me put the head in. And then he says something like, I just want to touch you, baby. He says something like that. I don't remember exactly what he says, but he says something in a high-pitched voice too. I think that's what I'm gonna have to start doing. I'm gonna do my Axl Rose impression. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. Something that rhymes with games. But yeah. Damn, man, it's still getting fucking hot. How long has it been? Oh shit, I hope I didn't fuck up the levels with that. I'm pretty sure I did, because I'm a fucking jackass. Fuck, man, that means... damn it. Oh well, that's what I fucking get for being a jackass. And yelling in front of the fucking microphone and shit. But it's getting so hot. It's getting hot in her. So take off all your clothes. Look at this lazy ass motherfucker just filling up time on his podcast by singing old ass fucking songs. That's what happens whenever you don't prepare material. I mean, I prepared some, but I already abandoned that shit, man. I think I'm just gonna start doing my podcast freestyle off the fucking dome, off the T.O.P. like a motherfucking G, just like Snoop D.O. double fucking G. Hold 'em up, cause we from the East, slow 'em up. From the dirty South too, chop 'em up. I don't know. I already ran out of rhymes. Well, not really. I could have still gone on for a good little minute, but I didn't feel like sitting there and my freestyle getting worse, and then like, you know what? I'm never gonna pay attention to this fool's music, because I've heard him freestyle on the podcast and it was terrible. If he rhymes anything like he did on the podcast, I want nothing to do with it. So I'm trying to avoid all that. Fuck that. Snoop D.O. double G coming from the A63. It's the R-H-O from the T-O-P. I think I already said that. But fuck it, I'm that wetback coming at the third coast. Homie, better respect that. And I'ma check that. I'm talking all these whack rappers. I'm still coming hard like a motherfucking factor. That didn't make sense though. Homie, I be on my fucking Pinto. I be rolling so clean, still looking like a pimp though. Hold up, still gonna slow up. Still I go up like a motherfucking escalator. I don't know what that was, but it scared me and it distracted me, so I'm not gonna continue with the freestyle. Cause you know what? I don't feel like it. And I'm not getting paid for it, cause none of you motherfuckers send me any money to my GoFundMe page that I haven't set up. Alright? It's hot. Oh man. Let me lift up my shirt like them slutty girls. I'm just gonna lift it up to where I show my stomach, and that's what it's gonna be like. So I'm just showing my midsection like them skanky girls at the clubs. You see them at the halls too. I can feel my legs sweating. This was a poor choice by me. I have jeans on. I have Timberland boots because I needed to wear my Timberland boots to go see All Eyes on Me. Live life with the nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player, cause even getting high. I want to go see that, so I had to put on my Timberlands, cause you know, Pac loved Timberlands, and I wanted to go watch his autobiography respectfully, cause I'm a respectful type of man. You heard, bitch? Yeah. So yeah, this was a poor wardrobe choice by me, which is why I'm really sweating. And I don't know how heat is still being produced by this fucking shed, because it is 1:30 in the fucking morning, and somehow heat is still being produced. I'm assuming by the moon, cause no fucking sun's out. So apparently the moon radiates heat, and that's what I'm getting right now because my legs are sweating. Feels like I've been running outside for like 2 hours. My stomach's all sweaty. My forehead's probably all shiny and shit. Shiny again. But fuck, man. I still got some more time to cover, because I still haven't finished. I'm actually surprised that I've been talking for this long, because usually I would have already had some type of silent moment by now. But I guess that's what happens whenever you get happy. Cause I'm finally fucking free, baby. Sounded like Dave Chappelle. Finally fucking free from Big Home Depot. And yeah, man, today was a fucking good day. I made some money. I want to go see All Eyez on Me. And I mean, that's pretty much all I did. No, I want to go pick up a printer that I needed too. But the guy was being a fucking dick. I hit that guy up around 2. He messaged me back at 2:30 almost. I made arrangements to go. I told him, it's going to be about 40 minutes away. So I was asking him some questions. Basic questions, does it have the power cables? Does it have everything it needs? Yes. All right, cool. I was just waiting for him to respond to the yes, it has the power cables with it. God takes like a whole fucking hour to respond. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm going to head that way. I told him it was going to take me 40 minutes. I text him whenever I'm 8 minutes away. I'm like, hey, I'm almost there. Well, I'm 8 minutes away is exactly what I told him, which is how I knew I was 8 minutes out. Anyways, I texted him whenever I was 8 minutes away, and he texted me back, okay, I'm on my way. After I'd already gotten there, because I told him to text him, or I texted him to tell him I was already there at the place that we agreed to meet at. So I get there. And after I get there, I text him, hey, I'm here. And I tell him what I'm in. And he's like, okay, I'm on my way. 20 minutes go by. Hey, are you near? Nothing. 25 minutes go by. Nothing. So 30 minutes come by. And I'm like, hey, are you almost here? And then like another 5 minutes go by. I'm like, dude, I got to be somewhere at 6. I was like, are you coming? Freaking 35 minutes later. No, 40 minutes later, because it was already 5 something by the time this fucking dick gets there. I'd gotten there at 4:20 something. I was like, dude, I fucking told you it was going to be 40 minutes away. I told you I was on my way. How can you not get ready? This guy lives fucking around the corner. And I know because he told me that he stays there, kind of around the corner. So I'm like, what the fuck took you so long, bro? I've been here for fucking 40 minutes. And this dick gets there with the printer. And it doesn't have any fucking ink with it. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I could have bought a way better printer for about the same price. But the reason I didn't buy that other printer for about the same price was because the lady told me that it didn't have ink. So I was like, I kind of need something to print out right now. So I fucking go to this guy because he told me that everything's still good, that he only used it twice. And it's basically like it was out of the box. And I kind of assumed that it was going to have fucking ink with it because whenever you get something out of the box, typically it comes with ink. And this guy didn't tell me, oh, it's not going to have any ink with it. He didn't have anywhere on the post it didn't have any ink with it. And if he would have fucking told me it didn't have any ink with it, I would have gone to the other fucking lady that had the better printer. Because the other one was like a Canon and this one was like an Epson. Like, Epson isn't really known. I know Canon. I've heard of Canon. I've seen Canon everywhere. Never really heard of Epson that much. But I don't know, man. That's what happens whenever you fucking take your... I gave that bitch a 2-star rating. And I seen his rating go down. I was like, that's what you fucking get, you dick. Fuck you. You bald bitch. I almost fucking flagged his ass. I almost reported him for being a little bitch. I was going to do that too. Because it says other. And whenever you put other, you you could put why you're reporting this user. Be like, because he's being a little bitch. Fucking told me he was going to be here 40 minutes ago. I'm on my way. How fucking far? Dude, I would have picked it up at your fucking house if I knew you were going to be 40 minutes fucking away. I would have just gone to your house and been like, you know what? I'm here. Let me see it. Now to fucking test it out. Yeah, it worked. Well, I still don't even know if it works completely because I still haven't bought the fucking the ink for it. Which I need to go fucking buy ink now because this bastard didn't fucking leave it with his. I was like, man, fuck you, dick. I wanted to kick him in the throat. Yeah. Just hear his fucking breath leave his face. Maybe I'm too angry. Maybe I need to calm down. Or maybe I'm just fucking right, because people like that shouldn't be dicks. Because I was there on time. I told you with enough time in advance, I'm going to be there in 40 minutes. That's how far away my GPS says I'm going to be there. And on the plus side, whenever I was coming back from that dickhead's meeting spot or whatever. Oh, another thing. This fucking dickhead goes to the wrong store. I told him exactly a fucking intersection, and I told him at which store, on which intersection, and this guy's like, oh, I went to the wrong store. I'll be there in a minute. I'm like, oh my fucking god. By that time, I had went inside the store and bought me something to drink, because I was like, man, fuck this guy. And then he texts me while I'm inside, like, I'm right next to you. I'm like, well, now you gotta fucking wait, bitch, because I had to wait for your bitch ass for 40 fucking minutes, which is more than what I fucking wanted to wait. I just really wanted to get there. You know, here's your money. Give me my printer. All right, deuces, thank you. I would have beat all the fucking traffic that I had to encounter because of this dickhead, and I wouldn't have been late for this other shit. I could have actually gotten something to eat. I could have bought the fucking ink. I could have done all this shit, but this guy wants to take his sweet ass fucking time. That's why he got 2 stars. I should have given his bitch ass 1 star, but I'm nice. I gave him an extra undeserved star just because he's fucking old. Well, he wasn't really even that old. He was like maybe late 40s, early 50s at the most. But still, man. Those fucking people, man. Fucking people. I'm starting to like people less and less. And it's people's own fault too. It's not me. It can't be me. I'm a good fucking guy. You don't believe me? Then fuck you, asshole. But yeah, man. Fucking people. It's hot. How long have I got? Damn, really? That's not shit. You know what, man? I gotta take a pause. I need to pause this because it's getting too hot. My back's sweating. Never mind. I won't tell you what else is sweating. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick pause. I'll be right back. Hey y'all, I'm back. That's how you can tell I'm from the fucking South. Hey y'all. But so my little fat cousin is here. She's staying with us. She's kind of young. She's still fat though. I think it runs in our genes because like most of my family's pretty fat. And the reason for that, I have a theory on that is because you know how like they did a test. I can't remember, not a test, a fucking study. I can't remember what kind of school it was. That I think they studied the Dutch or something like that. There's a whole bunch of misinformation possibly, so don't take my word for it 100%. I heard that some people did a study in some country. I really want to say it was like the Dutch people, like after World War II, or while during World War II was happening, they didn't have like a lot of food, so they're going through like a famine or something like that. And that after, you know, they started recuperating their economy and they gained control back, I think after the Nazis or something like that, and, you know, they started having more steady food, that the babies of the people that went through the famine, that they learned how to, you know, get by with less and less food. You get what I'm saying? So their body would need less food than we would need because whenever they're in the womb, that their body kind of grew to become accustomed to a world with very little food. So whenever they grew up and they actually started having more and more food readily available, they started having like obesity problems or something like that. And I think that that's what happened with my family over there in Mexico. They're going through a famine, and the people that, you know, eventually evolved to live with less and less food got a whole bunch of food, and we all got fat. That's my theory. It could just be that we're all fucking don't feel like working out and we're lazy. Or it could be, you know, the ever-changing world's fault. So we could either take blame, which we should, or we could misdirect it somewhere else. But yeah, my little fat cousin's here, and we're helping her lose weight. which is what I'm trying to do myself. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm tired of being fat fuck. And she's actually lost a surprising amount of weight, which I expected because everything she was being fed over there in Florida was like nothing but fast food, like McDonald's and KFC and whatever else she ate. I didn't really ask her, but basically what I got from it was nothing but fast food is all she would eat. So now we're actually giving her home cooked meals that aren't deep fried and don't have a lot of, unnecessary fat. They actually basically put her on a diet because she's eating like nothing but vegetables and chicken. But, she does have her moments to where she can eat some other food other than, just baked and steamed vegetables with chicken. And yeah, so she's actually losing weight, and it's pretty cool. Like, it feels good helping somebody else get healthy. And it motivates me to get even healthier because I'm tired of myself being fat too. But what's funny is that the people that are helping her, they're kind of chubby. And they're putting her to run and eat strict diets, and they're still kind of chubby. They're still fat. Well, my uncle's fat. Yeah. And yeah, man, that's what is over here trying to lose weight. I think it's good. I think everybody should lose weight if you're fat. Because 1, is better for you. 2, you feel better about yourself. 3, you don't have to make weird noises whenever you get up out of chairs, because that's annoying. 4, you don't have to breathe heavy. And 5, your dick looks bigger. It's just a pretty good reason in its own. Fucking animals, man. I'm gonna have to buy me a gun just to shoot these fucking animals, whatever the hell keeps making noise while I'm trying to do a podcast. I wonder if I cook it, if it would taste good, whatever it is. You know what I want to eat? I want to eat deer. I want to eat venison. I keep hearing that it's got like some really good steak, but I've never tried it, and I don't know where to get it. I don't know where they would serve it. Somewhere around here. Maybe I should Google it. I've always wanted to try venison. And I heard it's really good for you too. Like, it's higher in protein or something like that. I could just be making that up. But it seems like it would be better for you because it's wild deer. I don't think they farm deer anywhere. Like some guy out here in fucking Texas with just a whole bunch of deer. He's over there herding them with a fucking German Shepherd. Do you think that happens? Or where do they got deer? North Carolina? I know places where they have like forest and wooded areas is usually where you see deer. So yeah, that would be like North Carolina and South Carolina. Maybe in California. Colorado, I'm pretty sure they have a whole bunch of deer over there in Colorado. And the snowy areas too. Like up north, like in the outskirts of New York. Because I don't think any deer are going anywhere near the Times Square. Just see a random ass fucking deer crossing in Times Square. And then he gets scared at an advertisement because it got bright and he just runs off in the distance. I don't think that'll happen. Not until humans are gone. Like in that movie I Am Legend, to where the deer, that fake ass deer, gets ate by that lion in the middle of Times Square. That'd be kind of cool though to see. Like just places where humans used to live. But it would be kind of cooler to see it if it's complete, because I know that they got those ruins and stuff that people used to live there, but it's not like you can go into buildings and stuff, because sometimes they're just pathways and little foundations of houses and buildings. But some of them, like the Colosseum over there in Rome, those are actually still pretty full. So that'd be kind of cool to go see, but it's not filled with like leaves, so it doesn't feel as isolated or desolate or abandoned as it looked in the movie I Am Legend. That'd be kind of cool to see, like New York or downtown Houston, just covered in like grass and stuff, to where the plants have taken over once again. You see vines going up buildings, climbing up statues of President Bush and shit. I think that'd be kind of cool, just seeing grass taking over the freaking asphalt again. Just for a little bit. Because then, you know, I don't want to have to fucking farm my own animals. Well, eventually I do. But not under those circumstances. Which I don't even know what the circumstances are. I just made up a whole scenario and I didn't give a reason as to why the fucking grass. Okay, let's say, you know, a virus. No, that's too fucking played out. How can we kill everybody and still be original? What if a flood... No, an asteroid. A fucking asteroid comes and it hits like northern or middle of America or something like that, or like Canada or something, and just kills off a whole bunch of people. And then while we're trying to rebuild society, would that have to kill the people on the other side of the planet too, in order for it to get like that? Because would they help us? Would they come over here and be like, oh, we heard you got hit by an asteroid, we're here to help? You know, what do y'all need? Y'all need some vapor rub? We got some vitamin water and some Gatorade. I don't know if that will help you with your asteroid impact. But yeah, man, like, would they come help us? Or, you know, would they just try not to come over here? Would they come investigate? Would they have to be wiped out for my scenario to play out? Yeah, right. Alright, let's say an asteroid hits and it kills everybody and only a few people, and just random, you know, select areas survive. You know, like in, I don't know, in Istanbul. I don't even know where that's at, but it sounded like a city that I've heard somewhere. I'm pretty sure it might be a city in some random ass country. I'm pretty sure there's some type of city or country that sounds almost similar to that in the world. There's so many fucking cities and countries and shit in the world. I'm pretty sure there's at least one that sounds kind of like it. So let's say there, and another random ass city like Des Moines. Those two places have people left, and they don't know about each other because, you know, they don't have Wi-Fi and they can't send emails anymore, or they don't have 4G LTE high speeds, brought to you by Cricket. And so they could call each other. But even if they had Cricket, I don't think they could call overseas without having to pay extra. I don't think you can with any carrier. Anyways, what if those two areas just have people, and then just the rest of the earth, you know, kind of starts getting taken over by, you know, natural life? Like, I don't know, maybe some bears survive because they're hibernating in caves. Maybe some crocodiles and stuff survived because they went underwater, and that's how I'm pretty sure they survived the first asteroid impact. Can you believe fucking alligators or fucking dinosaurs? That's crazy. They've been alive for millions of years, I think. I know they're here in yeah, because it would have had to been in the time of the dinosaurs, because it has been like millions of years, I think. Let me Google this shit before I start talking out of my ass. Because I got Google right here. I don't know why I don't just fucking look all this shit up. Instead of just... Maybe because you have a fucking hour and a half to fill. Kind of makes sense. What was I looking up? How long ago were there dinosaurs? How long ago were dinosaurs? Second one. There we go. Between 230 and 65 million years ago. Wow. So crocodiles and alligators or crocodiles, one of those long fucking angry lizards, have been alive for about at least 65 million years ago, because those are the last remaining living dinosaurs if you don't count chickens, because apparently chickens are fucking dinosaurs too. Something about like little velociraptors or some shit like that, or what was it, pterodactyls, that they're related to them somehow. which is kind of funny because you got an alligator, like one of the scariest fucking animals to run around on ground, and then you got shit that we breed just to eat. And those are some of the dinosaurs that remain on the planet. I wonder what else is. You think we might be somehow linked to a dinosaur? You think they got that on Ancestry.com? You think they go that far back? Like, oh, your family tree was spawned from a Plebosaurus or some kind of dinosaur name. I don't know my dinosaur names. I remember I used to be so interested in dinosaurs, and I don't know what happened. Like, I was just interested in them for a little bit, like maybe kindergarten or something like that. And then I went to space. I got really interested in like Uranus. I got really interested in like space books. I remember they used to have like the planets, the solar system, the stars, the sun. They had one of asteroids and stuff like that. And I used to always read them. Like, they used to make us check out one library book every week or some shit like that, and you had to read it. And those were the ones that I used to always read, were the ones like asteroids and suns. I was kind of a nerd, but I liked those books. I was really interested in them. And I don't know how I got on this subject. Dinosaurs, right? I don't fucking know. Anyways, what's been going on with you guys? Really? That sounds terrible. Well, I don't have any advice on it. I don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. I don't even know what the fuck they just said in that conversation. I just made up some shit. I'm gonna try to get better at that. That one-sided conversation like the comedians do. Maybe one day I could be a comedian. You think comedians would get mad at me? Like, you're a rapper trying to be a comedian. Like, what if I'm just a fucking rapper that happens to be pretty funny? Or what if I'm both? Why can't I be a rapper and a comedian? Why can't I be good at two things? Why can't I be ambidextrous? Isn't that the proper usage of that word, ambidextrous? I need to start learning how to use words again. I remember they used to have the little SAT words that they would teach us in school. They used to show us videos with like little random clips that they would have. They would have voiceovers and they'd be giving us SAT words. I need that in my life. I need like a little app that shows me a little funny random clip and gives me a word to remember it with. Because I remember they had this little one where it's like nefarious, yeah, which means that you're evil. And they had like this little guy in a black robe. It kind of looked like the Reaper, the Grim Reaper. And he comes into the room and he's like, I am nefarious, that means I'm evil. I am nefarious, that means I'm evil. But it's like a really old school black and white horror film. And it looks so cheesy, so it kind of makes it funny whenever the guy's just singing, I am nefarious, that means I'm evil. Because he's walking in there and he's trying to look scary. And got this fucking random white kid just singing a little song that he probably improvised. But yeah, man, I think I ran out of shit to talk about. And it's getting kind of late. I'm getting kind of sleepy. And I done smoked a lot of weed. And like I said, I think it might have been indica. So I might be extra tired. The fuck is that noise, man? Man, it's been going good though for me, man. It's been going pretty good. I'm happy that I took the choices that I did. You know what I'm starting, well, what I believe like, really firmly now? I believe that everything really does happen for a reason. I think everything in your life occurs at exactly the right moment, and you could either learn from it or you could continue doing whatever the hell it is that you're doing. So you could either learn from things that happen around you, and at that moment might be a very, vital time for you to learn that lesson, and you could choose to learn it, or you could choose to ignore it, and then you might not ever learn that lesson until it's too late. But that's, that could just be the weed talking. But I do really feel like that sometimes. I really do believe that everything happens at exactly the right moment. I think sometimes you still have a choice. I don't think that everything's predetermined, but I think it gives you the choice on what it is that you want to do, but it gives you a set of things that you're going to encounter regardless. Or it could just be completely random, and no, there's no fucking meaning behind any of this, and we're all just born to fuck and make little versions of ourselves. Anyways, that was a Toker Talk Tuesday podcast. Yeah, right? Toker Talk Tuesday. Yeah, Toker Talk Tuesday podcast. And I am your motherfucking host, Ro. That's RHO. And thank you for joining me on another one of these motherfucking episodes and my little journeys into my mind, like I do every single fucking day. The way I talk on this is the way I think almost every single fucking day, and sometimes it gets annoying. It's like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Can't you just stop thinking for one little fucking second? Shut up. But anyways, thank you for joining me on the Toker Talk Tuesday podcast, and I will see you guys next week. Gracias.